Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Brian again. We are here today to just make another video for the hell of it because I like making videos. Okay. Anyway, what I'm going to do is the other day I tightened the valves on my kx450, and I did a video on it, but I used my headlamp, or not headlamp. I used my head strap for my GoPro, and it did not film correctly. It was too high of a view, so it didn't get down onto the valves. It would show right above the valves, and I didn't know this. I thought it was doing it perfectly because I checked my phone and I thought it was good, but it wasn't, so I couldn't use the video. It looked like crap, so I didn't use it, and I did the whole job like that, so I wasn't gonna make another one. But anyway, we got the job done. I tightened the valve. The intake valve, one of the intake valves is so tight it wasn't even registering. So I couldn't get any type of check. I mean, whatchamacallit. Couldn't get any of the shims up under it. A little tool here. I'll show you. You know, your feeler gauge. Couldn't get any of the leaves in here up under the valve, so it was very tight. The rest of them, they were 2 or 3 millimeters off, not too awful bad, but I got all of them in spec. Even the one that was very bad off, I got it in the spec. Let me show y'all. Let's see, I wrote everything. I write everything down, so I was going to show y'all what it was, even though you probably don't. Anyway, yeah, I got dirt and crap all over it and oil. So like I have it right here, exhaust valve. Before it was 8 millimeters. On the left valve, on the right valve, it was 6. The specified clearance is supposed to be 16. All right. When I got done, it was at 17. So if you look down here, the exhaust goes from 14 to 18. That's where it's supposed to be. I went ahead and just set it at 17. Okay, and the other one was set at 16. There's just fine. The shim size before was 285, and after it was 265. On that side it was 290, after 270. I had a kind of a time on these exhaust valves down here. Like I said, that one that wasn't registering, it was at 0. So I got it. It's supposed to be from 8 to 12 millimeters. I got it set to 10 on both sides. That's specified clearance, so I got it at 11. That's what it was. That's the sim size before and after. So then that's how I do mine. When I do it, I always write everything down so I have a copy of it in case I sell it or I just want to refer back to it, and I'll know what it is. But anyway, while I was doing that, I was checking my timing chain. Timing chain is very tight. Very, very, very tight. I don't know if it's too tight or not, so it kind of worries me, and I don't want to break it or anything, and I don't know if being too tight is okay or not. I really can't tell. I don't know, but what I'm going to try to do today is take this off, and right here is your tensioner. So what I'm going to try to do is take this off, and you can't pull that tensioner all the way out because of the throttle body and everything back up in here is in the way. You can't pull it out all the way. You can just loosen it, you know, get it out enough to get your timing chain loose and all that good shit. But instead of having to take everything back off of this bastard, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to get the timing chain tensioner, this here, just take it off, reset it, snap it back in there, and that way it'll get the thing tight. And I'll know that it's tight at the right amount. It won't be too damn tight, you know what I mean? So that way I'll have a good thinking. I won't be worried about it breaking or anything like that. So let me get everything set up and we'll dive into it. All right, guys, we're back. So what I'm going to do, I just decided, man, get you set up back here. I decided I'm just going to take everything back off of it. That way I can see the cam and all that stuff when I take this tensioner off and not have to worry about anything. I was just going to take this off, reset it, stick it back in there. But I don't know what it's going to look like if I do that, you know, and not having a visual on it and see if it's tight and how it's doing. It'll have me worried to sit. So not that hard to get everything back off. We're just going to take the plastics and the tank off and the valve cover and we'll be set. So hang tight. Let me get all this stuff off because you don't have to sit there and watch me do that. Y'all know how to do that. And then I'll be right back. See you in just a sec. All right, guys, check it out. We are back. Man, that didn't take about 5 minutes. So Let me get you a close-up view of everything here. We got everything off, and you can see, look at this, man. I can't even move it, it's so tight. See, that's what has me worried. I don't think it's, I think that's too tight. So what we're going to have to do, and if you look, see this here? This is in the way. And I'm going to try to see if I can get that off, or either take this loose right here and kind of twist it around a little bit. Maybe I can get it off that way. Either way, let's see what we can do here. Switch y'all back over here. Okay, I'll try to get y'all in there closer, so y'all can have a bird's eye glimpse of it. And got my faithful little trusty clip-on light here. This thing is just as handy as it can be, dude. I can't remember where I got it from. I think I got it from a farmer's market or something like that. Okay, so that thing's got an Allen head up on it. This that little switch here that you can see. There's an Allen head bolt right there, but you can't get to it because of that. Or star bolt, that's what it is. So what I'm gonna try to do is loosen these damn Allen wrench clamps that hold that damn thing on, and see if I can't get it hold. Oh, look at there. Turned a little. Let's see, it might turn enough for me to get in there. I don't know. Like I say, it's turning a little. Hell, I can hold it right there. That's pretty cool. Pain in the arse. Okay, got the nut out, or bolt out. Okay. Now, twist it back around. And see if we can get her out that way. Let's go get her. Let's loosen that. I think I heard we were supposed to loosen that bolt right there, I think. A little. Okay. Yeah, it is. Good deal. Got it out. Now, never really messed with one of these before. Okay, there's the spring, everything. We'll set that down here. You got to reset it. I think you got to push this in, maybe. That little thing there. Oh, yeah, there we go. And then, put your spring back in there. Ah, yeah, there we go. That thing tightens up against the chain. Okay. There we go. That's better. A lot freaking better. That took the worry out of my mind there. Fillets and fillets. You know, it's just one of them things where it gets on your mind and, you know, it ain't going to leave until you do something about it. Okay? That's just all there is to it. So let's tighten this thing up. It's tight. Hell, it's back about as tight as it was. Well, at least we know that it is not wrong. That's right. Know what I'm saying there, guys? We know that it ain't wrong. We know it's tightened right. So that's all I'm asking. Let's see down here. And that damn Titan mountain boat. The mount right here got tight as shit, dude. When I went to tighten it, I put that thing on there with a just a regular old electric drill or electric impact, battery powered. And when I went to take it off, it would not come off. I tried taking it off by hand, could not get it off, dude. Had to get my air impact and put it on there to take it off. And I think what happened was, it's just before I started filming and working on it today, I came out to the garage and I just cranked it up. I believe that engine torqued on that thing and tightened it down. Goodness gracious, boy, did it. Tightened on down there. So, anyway, let's get this bad boy back in here. I'm going to twist it on around. Hope this thing got to be in a certain position. I'm not going to tighten it like a damn banshee. I ain't tighten it like a mofo, so we're just going to get her on there and get her in. Alrighty, there we go. Now, get it back to where she was sitting there. We'll tighten her on down. It ain't bad having to take this stuff off because it don't take 5 minutes, guys. You know what I'm saying? And you'll have a peace of mind after you do it. Alright, that's good enough on that one. Okay. What do we use on that one? Oh, yeah. I'm going to show y'all something else too I do when I do my valves. Some people don't do it. And that's when you're tightening them. I tighten them. What I do is I will take the valve cover cap and put it on there while I am tightening them every time. Make sure I do it right. It gets right, I'm saying. Here's your valve cap here. This here's your valve cap. That's what I call it. Anyway, when I'm doing the shims, when I'm shimming, I always take this and I'll, after I check and see what it is with this on there, when I go to make an adjustment, I take it off, make the adjustment, put it back down on there, and just tighten it down just a hair, and then take my adjustments again, because this is what's going to be on there when it's running, you know what I mean? And to be able to check it while it's tightened down, that's what true measurement is going to be like. Some people just stick it on there and tighten it up under the cam. Some people don't even put it back on there. They just put the cams down in there and hold down on them and put your little feeler gauge in there. I don't do that. I put it on there like it's going to be when it's cranked up and running. You know what I mean? That way I can know I'm going to get a true setting on there. So when I take measurements and all that stuff, this valve cap's on there. Just wanted to tell y'all guys, it's something to think about when you do checking your valves and all that good shit. Anyway, all right. So let's get this back on here and check everything out. We'll fire it up. Give me just a minute, and we'll get it put back together. All right, everything's back on. Yeah, except the plastics and everything. So let's see if we can fire it up. What happens? Hopefully she'll fire up. Nelly. Awesome. That baby fired right up, man. Valves are great then. Good deal, good deal, good deal. There you have it, guys. All right, not much of a video, but it was just a little something, you know, to show everybody how to do something. So I like making videos and like to be able to show and share what my knowledge is with everybody else. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you once again when I get some other stuff. Got a FMF muffler on the way, so we're gonna have to install that, but we're gonna have to do some cutting on that because I don't have the slip-on part. I just got the muffler. But I've done it before on a CRF 250X and worked just fine, man. We may have to do it a little bit different day than most people would do it. Because I know when I took one of my rims on the old KX that I have to a shop to have maybe see if they could weld a crack in it, they wanted like $150 an hour to weld that shit. And I said, man, you gotta be your freaking mind, man. No. I'll find a used rim somewhere for that shit. But I'll pay a little bit more and get a whole freaking rim. Paying you $150 for what's going to take you 10 minutes. I understand it's a skill that you got to acquire and you got to learn it and all that stuff. And I don't ever weld aluminum or stainless, whatever. $150, dude, to weld something up. That's all it needed was something about that long. It would have taken him 5 fucking minutes, dude. 5 minutes. He couldn't even help me out with that. I'd have gave him 70, 75, he would have done it. But I'm not paying him $150 freaking dollars. That's stupid, man. Anyway, enough of my bitching. Thank you, guys. Please hit subscribe and like if you ever enjoyed this thing and all that good stuff. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.